The skies over Skypiea suddenly darken as the first terrifying thunderclap echoes across the vast expanse. Right away, Enel appears atop the massive Ark Maxim with an arrogant smile amid the purple storm. A gigantic purple lightning bolt strikes Upper Yard directly, instantly turning the ancient Shandora forest into a blazing inferno. In that chaos, the roar of hundreds of Shandia warriors echoes as Wiper leads the charge forward. At the same time, Kamakiri, Braham, Genbo, and Laki stand shoulder to shoulder, eyes bloodshot for their occupied homeland. Suddenly, divine soldiers pour down like a white tidal wave, Yama leading with his intimidating gigantic frame. Emerging from the shadows, the four priests stand in full power: Coldome, Ruthless Shura, Bizarre Getetsu, Manic Satori. The Straw Hats abruptly find themselves caught in a three-way chaotic battle on a sky island never seen before. Luffy clenches his fists and shouts amid the thunder, "I'm gonna knock that fake god right out of the sky!" Zoro draws at his three gleaming swords, killing intent spreading and making the surrounding air suddenly chill. Sanji lights a cigarette and activates Diable Jambe, red flames erupting amid the lightning-filled cloud layers. Nami grips her Cleam attack tightly with worried yet determined eyes, creating whirlwinds to push back the purple lightning. Usopp tremblingly loads an impact dial into his slingshot, firing rapidly and blowing divine soldiers to pieces mid-air. Chopper roars and transforms into massive Monster Point, his first punch cracking the precious Verth ground wide open. Robin calmly sprouts dozens of arms everywhere, snapping the giant Yama's bones in the blink of an eye. Gonfall rides Pierre diving swiftly from high above, his lance piercing through ranks of divine soldiers effortlessly. Wiper grips his reject dial tightly, eyes burning with resolve to sacrifice everything for his people. Ohm swings his Eisen dial, turning clouds into sharp iron masses, hurling them straight at Zoro, advancing relentlessly. Shura rides Fuza, diving like lightning, his flaming spear aimed directly at Wiper's heart on the ground below. Gedatsu creates a massive cloud swamp swallowing warriors' feet, screams echoing everywhere in the pandemonium.
Help me, I can't move!
Satori laughs, maniacally, launching hundreds of surprise balls flying wildly around Luffy, Sanji, and Usopp in battle. Enel raises his hand, activating the even larger Ark Maxim, dark clouds rapidly engulfing all of beautiful Skypiea. Deathpiea gradually forms overhead, the gigantic lightning sphere, making everyone on the ground suddenly terrified. Upper Yard shakes even more violently, massive cracks spreading fast like a deadly spiderweb across the land. The centuries-old Shandora trees crash down with a boom, revealing the glittering golden city hidden deep inside. The air grows suffocating with the smell of burning and ozone as the battle officially erupts across the vast area. Shandia warriors bravely charge through the ordeal of string, flaming ropes cutting flesh, but no one retreats. Wiper uses his reject dial to defeat Shura instantly, blood spraying everywhere in the wide white cloud sky. Zoro continuously slashes thousands of invisible strings, sword flashes shining beautifully like shooting stars amid clouds. Sanji powerfully kicks Hotori and Kotori at once, red flames tracing perfect curves across the open sky. Chopper roars, defeating Gedatsu in the chaotic swamp, his final punch shattering the cloud ground completely. Robin fearlessly faces the giant Yama, sprouting arms that snap his bones one segment at a time. Omem and his dog wholly charge Zoro in the ordeal of iron, metal clashes ringing through heaven and earth. Zoro overcomes the iron trial with unbreakable will, and his three peerlessly sharp swords. Luffy, Sanji, and Usopp coordinate perfectly against laughing mad Satori in the chaotic surprise ball maze. After the prolonged intense battle, the final priest Satori collapses under the power of unbreakable teamwork. Enel angrily unleashes 200 million volts of lightning, hundreds of warriors falling in excruciating agony below. Smoke, dust, and burning smells blanket Upper Yard, only the strongest few still standing, proud and tall. The giant snake, Nola, suddenly awakens amid the chaos, swallowing remaining divine soldier remnants whole. Isa screams as her mantra senses countless lives vanishing in the briefest of moments. Conus runs out of breath, rushing to urgently warn everyone of Enel's insane plan to destroy Skypiea. Enel confidently declares only 5 people will survive his terrifying wrath. Wiper bravely charges, stabbing Enel with a sea stone spear, but lightning speed causes the attack to fail. Luffy gets struck directly by lightning yet laughs, his rubber body completely immune to electricity. Enel shows clear shock for the first time before this strange enemy who can resist lightning. The massive Raigo forms high in the sky, deadly darkness rapidly covering the entire Sky Island. Everyone looks up at the gigantic lightning sphere, hearts pounding with fear of impending doom. Luffy grabs a large golden bell piece and charges straight at Enel with a fully confident victory smile. Ark Maxim flies even higher amid the storm, lightning raining down relentlessly like deadly showers from above. Wiper uses his reject dial one final time in sacrifice, dealing heavy internal damage to Enel's body. Gonfall and Pierre dive with piercing strikes from above, supporting Luffy in the decisive life or death moment. Nami skillfully maneuvers the waver, dodging countless lightning bolts, wind howling dangerously past her ears. Robin quietly reads the poneglyph in peaceful Shandora, discovering Void Century secrets hidden for centuries. Zoro stands firmly behind, protecting his crew from the last desperate attacks of remaining divine soldiers. Sanji saves many from falling into the endless abyss, his leg flames burning bright amid enveloping darkness. Usopp fires ropes, pulling allies from deadly situations in the nick of time during intense tension. Chopper races across the battlefield, treating severe wounds for Wiper and the dying Shandia warriors. Kamakiri and Brahim form a shield protecting the gravely injured Wiper from the enemy's final strikes. Luffy channels all his strength into Gomu Gomu, no golden rifle, punching Enel squarely in the face with overwhelming power. Enel gets blasted off the arrogant Ark Maxim, his lightning body experiencing true pain for the first time. The golden Shandora bell rings once more clearly, its pure sound echoing down to the distant blue sea. Mont Blanc Cricket in Jaya hears the ringing bell, tears streaming as his ancestors' dream finally becomes reality. Raigo gradually dissipates high in the sky, Skypiea escaping total destruction in the closest of calls. Enel falls straight to the distant cold moon, his ambition to conquer the universe still burning inside. Shandia reclaims sacred Upper Yard after 400 years, the bloody war finally ending completely. Skypeans and Shandia stand together for the first time, peace after centuries of prolonged hatred. Ganfall returns as the new kind god, bringing true harmony between the once warring peoples. The Straw Hats throw the biggest party in history, with everyone in joyful celebration of victory. They retrieve a massive treasure of gold from the legendary snake, Nola's belly, after the fierce battle. Usopp trades dials for rubber and repairs the heavily damaged Going Merry during their long journey.
And to the greatest feast ever!
Robin quietly keeps the secret of the ancient weapon Poseidon from the poneglyph she just thoroughly read. Conus plays her harp melodiously amid the joyful atmosphere, filling vast Upper Yard everywhere. Pagaya repairs the waver and gifts it to Nami as sincere thanks for saving the entire Sky Island. Isa beams brightly beside her new friends from the extraordinarily brave Straw Hat pirate crew. Wiper bows his head, acknowledging the astonishing strength of pirates from the vast blue sea below. Locky holds Robin's hand, thanking her for all the help during the recent brutal battle. Brahm and Genbo begin rebuilding the new Shandia village on their sacred ancestral land. Remaining divine soldiers are permanently exiled from Skypiea to never cause harm again. Yama survives but loses all his arrogant power, becoming an ordinary citizen like everyone else. Om and his dog, Holy, are completely defeated, no longer able to threaten anyone. Shura awakens on a remote desert island far below in the vast blue sea. Gedatsu falls to the ground and opens a quirky hot spring business that unexpectedly thrives. Satori, along with Hotori and Kotori, are exiled to completely different distant lands. Pierre, happily shaped, shifts into a flying horse beside owner Gan Fall in the new peaceful era. The Golden Shandora Bell is strictly guarded by Shandia as their most sacred national treasure forever. The Straw Hats prepare to leave Skypiea, continuing their adventure on the dangerous Grand Line ahead. The giant octopus balloon helps the ship descend slowly and safely to the vast blue ocean below. They carry gold and numerous precious dials as beautiful memories from the High Sky Island. Memories of the battle against the lightning god, Enel, still haunt everyone forever afterward. Mantra is revealed to be the primitive form of the unparalleled powerful observation haki. Skypiea becomes a new symbol of peace, freedom, and everlasting friendship. Mont Blanc Cricket proudly retells the story to descendants about the echoing bell from long ago. Goldie Roger once visited here, carving a secret message on the legendary Golden Shandora Bell. The secret of fairy birth is actually just the distant moon with its mysterious ancient civilization. The Straw Hats laugh heartily amid vast white cloud seas, their friendship strengthened after great trials. The Grand Line journey, full of mysteries and dangers, still awaits them ahead. The Upper Yard battle becomes an immortal legend in the grand history of One Piece forever. The Golden Bell's sound still echoes as testimony to the victory of true freedom. Nakama together head toward new horizons with radiant smiles and hope overflowing for the future. The battle against the false god forever changed the fate of Skypiea and the entire One Piece world.
Look, the Grand Line! We finally made it! It's incredible.
Look, the chains. They are breaking.